Better be a Bivol? It better be a Bivol. Would you consider fighting him?
If I go up to 175, I will fight Bivol.
Last month we heard about Canelo's team sending a call out to you and some kind of information.
Despite coming fresh from a quite controversial victory to become the very first undisputed light heavyweight champion in 24 years, Artur Beterbiev is already having a growing list of fighters who would want to battle it out against him in the coming months. The most recent addition to the list is Canelo Alvarez, whose attention has been caught by the undisputed light heavyweight championship title in Beterbiev's custody.
Think about rematch. We should ask boxing fans, do they want this rematch? Yes. If they want.
But fighting Artur Beterbiev might mean Canelo has to fight in Saudi Arabia and work with Turki Al-Sheikh. That'll be some serious drama again. At first, it was Turki Al-Sheikh and one of his favorite fighters wanting to have their way with Canelo, a move which he heavily frowned at. Now it's exactly the other way around. Canelo may be forced to do business with Turkey should he want to face Artur Beterbiev.
Can my coach answer for that person? It never happened. No, and we're still waiting close to the.
But let's check out why Canelo is thinking of a move to another weight class despite the embarrassment that sent him back to 168 the last time.
I fight with Canelo because when he get another belt in my category, that time I want to fight him because he has a belt in my category. But now, no.
What this matchup means to Canelo Alvarez is an opportunity to add his name to the scanty list of only 4 boxers to be undisputed in 2 weight classes in the 4-belt era. The others are Terence Crawford.
He turned the tide round in the way that he does, cuts off the ring perfectly, and broke down Anthony Yard. Applauded Anthony Yard as well. It was a valiant performance.
Naoya Inoue and Alexander Usyk. Canelo is currently a unified champion at the super middleweight division, recently defending his title in a unanimous decision victory over Edgar Berlanga on September 14. A big obstacle to Canelo Alvarez is Dmitry Bivol, Eddie Hearn, and Turki Al-Sheikh's willingness to push for a rematch of the fight between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, which would mean Canelo's hopes to meet Beterbiev are diminished.
Okay, and if the phone rings tomorrow with an offer, what would you guys say?
Really?
If you had an offer tomorrow for Canelo?
Well, Beterbiev's team didn't sound so off. They had a response to Canelo's request, and it wasn't so bad. But first, Canelo has some crazy ambitions here.
But in that fight, a lot of people said Ortiz does get hit quite a bit. Have you guys looked at that and seen that as a point that you needed to work on?
However, the Mexican champion, on seeing this glamorous opportunity, is set to move up again to a weight class he's quite familiar with and has even claimed a world title in. He hopes to move up in weight in order to face Artur Beterbiev in an undisputed world light heavyweight championship fight. Should he win, this becomes another great achievement added to his boxing legacy. However, there are many factors to consider. First is the fact that Canelo Alvarez's last experience at the division was a total embarrassment, as Dmitry Bivol defeated him in a unanimous decision victory.
Really good at him, you know what I mean? And like people say, oh, Beterbiev is strong. I said, yeah, he's a strong guy compared to super middleweights especially, but he's not Artur strong.
And it's the same Dmitry Bivol who lost to Artur Beterbiev last night. Hence, an attempt to force a fight against Beterbiev might be an attempt to bring upon himself a 3rd career defeat. Canelo Alvarez isn't used to defeats, and despite being defeated twice in his 65-match career, he has never been defeated in the super middleweight division at 168 pounds. His first defeat came at the hands of Floyd Mayweather at a catchweight, where he weighed in at a little more than 150 pounds, while the second defeat was at the 175 pounds division against Dmitry Bivol. Even a boxing casual could tell what kind of risk Canelo would be taking by making a fight against Beterbiev. Well, what does Beterbiev have to say about this? John Scully, Beterbiev's trainer, is clear that his fighter's next big bout should be for both glory and financial gain. He understood how much the win against Dmitry Bivol would open the door to an even more high-profile future showdown, a possible fight against Canelo Alvarez or David Benavidez. But would it be possible?
Felt some pressure, but it was under my control, to be honest. Yeah, I felt that he's pressuring.
While he would love for Canelo Alvarez to move back up to 175 pounds to face Beterbiev, he acknowledges that the size difference could present a significant challenge. Scully expressed caution when discussing a potential fight between Canelo and the Russian champion. "I'd love for Canelo to move up again," Scully admitted in an interview for the United Boxing podcast. However, he noted that Canelo avoided Beterbiev when he moved up to light heavyweight to fight Sergey Kovalev and Dmitry Bivol, but never faced the Russian. The trainer understands the strategic reasons behind Canelo's decision. "I'm not one to call anyone a coward. I understand this is a business," Scully remarked, emphasizing that while Canelo has faced 2 light heavyweights, his decision to avoid Beterbiev was no coincidence. Obviously, there was a reason for it. Scully is not the only one questioning whether Canelo could take on Beterbiev.
I mean, honestly, I don't see him getting hit a lot. I mean, he's a professional fighter. All professional fighters get hit.
While Alvarez has defeated Kovalev in 2019 and challenged Bivol in 2022, his fight with Kovalev had weight stipulations that Scully believes put the Russian at a disadvantage. Kovalev wasn't allowed to regain weight after the weigh-in. "It was like shooting him in the head. You killed him with that clause," Scully said, recalling the controversy surrounding Canelo's win. Though Scully recognizes the financial and media appeal of a Beterbiev-Canelo fight, he is convinced that Canelo would be too small to take on his fighter.
I don't see that at all. So I don't look forward. I don't look ahead to that fight. But it's kind of like in similar mentality when we fought Joe.
While the monetary incentives are tempting, Scully can't overlook the physical disparity between the two. If you remember the fight with GGG, he made Canelo look small. "Now imagine how Canelo would look next to Artur," Scully said, highlighting how much more noticeable the size difference would be against a knockout artist like Beterbiev, who has stopped all of his opponents. Although a fight with Canelo would be a dream for both Scully and boxing fans, the trainer also suggests another intriguing alternative: David Benavidez. The American, who recently moved up to 175 pounds and defeated former champion Alexander Gvozdyk, could be a worthy challenger for Beterbiev.
I don't think Canelo is his lower category, I don't want to go there.
If he came to you, if he came to 175,
If he came...
The trainer acknowledges the financial and media appeal of a fight between Beterbiev and Canelo, but insists that Alvarez would be too small to face his fighter. While Scully longs for such a bout due to the financial benefits it could generate, he can't ignore the obvious physical difference between the two fighters. For the money and the fame, I'd love to see the Canelo fight.
To my category, if you have some belt in my category, yes, I have interest. But just
But I think the bigger, though probably less lucrative, fight would be against Benavidez. Scully explained that he believes Benavidez's aggressive style and physical strength would make for a compelling matchup. If people are calling Benavidez the monster, then Artur is the real monster. Let's be honest, he's not going to match power with Artur, Scully added, confident that Beterbiev would overpower the American. The American, who recently moved up to 175 pounds and defeated former champion Alexander Gvozdyk, would be a formidable opponent. This came after Artur Beterbiev had initially shut down any talks of him facing Canelo Alvarez.
For nothing, I'm not really
interested. Yeah. Saturday night, Saudi Arabia.
As he seemed very uninterested. While many fighters would do anything to face Saul Canelo Alvarez, there are others willing to turn him down, just like Artur Beterbiev has. Even though Canelo is a major box office draw and guarantees big paydays, this doesn't matter to the Russian fighter, who has brushed off a fight with Canelo in favor of pursuing his own titles. Considered one of the best boxers in the world, the Russian fighter had his sights set on defeating Dmitry Bivol at 175 pounds, the same fighter who proved to be Canelo's kryptonite.
Do you think he does?
I think so. He has the ability to do it. You know, Beterbiev is a really strong fighter. It's going to be hard, but he can.
Because of this, Beterbiev downplayed the possibility of fighting Canelo Alvarez. He explained his reasoning: "When Canelo has a belt in my division, then I'll want to fight him. Even if that moment comes, I still don't think I'd want to face him. I'm really not interested in a fight with Canelo," he said on the Stomping Grounds podcast. At 39 years old, Artur Beterbiev is considered one of the best boxers in the world. He was also one of the few with a 100% knockout record. having won all 20 of his professional fights by knockout until his undisputed World Light Heavyweight Championship match against Dmitry Bivol, who he defeated by majority decision. Artur Beterbiev now holds the WBC, IBF, and WBO light heavyweight titles, which he defended against Dmitry Bivol, adding Bivol's WBA light heavyweight title to become the undisputed world light heavyweight champion after unifying the 175 pounds division. This bout is one of the most anticipated fights in recent years.
I have my rematch now to like I say, if he wins the 175
However, it's a little sad how things have turned for Canelo Alvarez, who would have preferred a victory for Dmitry Bivol and loved the idea of a rematch and an undisputed world title opportunity. Canelo had predicted the fight in favor of Bivol, having battled him in 2022. Bivol had outpointed Canelo over the distance, successfully defending his WBA world title and becoming only the second to defeat the Mexican star, following Floyd Mayweather. In a more recent interview with Fight Hub TV, Canelo now believes it's a 50-50 contest and gives Beterbiev every chance of getting his hand raised.
Yes. What about Beterbiev? Yeah, what about Beterbiev?
He's 40, I think.
Okay.
He's 40, yeah.
He's gonna win that fight. Easy. He might stop him. Easy.
No, I don't plan to travel to watch it. This is a 50-50 fight between two very accomplished fighters. Bivol is going to have a very tough opponent in front of him. It's going to be a good fight. Now that the fight has gone the other way around, it's interesting to see Canelo Alvarez finding himself in a similar situation to Terence Crawford, who has been trying to get Canelo into the ring for a long-awaited super fight.
Let's start with the Canelo fight, the Canelo card. Obviously, you said that put me in coach that you wanted next.
However, Canelo has been proving difficult, making some outrageous financial demands ahead of the fight and even citing weight as an excuse for Crawford. This further complicated matters when Canelo snubbed Crawford after a video declaration of interest in the fight, leaving Crawford frustrated. In the aftermath of their thrilling showdown for the undisputed light heavyweight championship, both Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol have expressed openness to a rematch, following what many are already calling an epic encounter. The fight, which took place at the Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia, saw Beterbiev emerge victorious via majority decision, unifying the division and solidifying his status as the undisputed light heavyweight champion. However, the bout was fiercely competitive, with both fighters having their moments, leaving fans clamoring for a second meeting.
I felt like I just had to throw more punches here, but I tried to land hard and I tried to catch.
Beterbiev, known for his fearsome knockout power, edged out the decision on the scorecards, but the victory didn't come easy. Bivol's speed, movement, and counterpunching tested Beterbiev in ways few had before, as he absorbed punishment while pressing forward with his relentless pressure. After 12 grueling rounds, the judges awarded Beterbiev the victory, though some observers believed Bivol had done enough to win. The final scorecards read 115 to 113, 116 to 112 for Beterbiev.
To throw more just punches. To be honest, I didn't feel that I was in groggy or something like this.
While the third judge had it tied at 114-114. In his post-fight interview, Beterbiev acknowledged the difficulty of the contest and welcomed the idea of facing Bivol again. Of course, it's a tough fight because Dmitry is a world champion too. He has good skills, maybe better than me, but today, Allah chose me. You know, during the fight, we always try to change something, but maybe I just wanted to punch him more, Beterbiev said. Bivol, visibly disappointed but gracious in defeat, echoed similar sentiments. I don't have any explanations because it could look like excuses.
And I tried to catch him, you know, because I saw his movements and I was trying to catch him with clean punches.
I just say congratulations to Artur and his team. He deserves it. No problem, Bivol said. Eddie Hearn has already hinted at the possibility of a rematch, as he believes Bivol was robbed of a result. The whole corner knew he lost the fight in the 10th round. They got in the ring, stood back in the corner. They knew Beterbiev had lost. Then, suddenly, word got around that Beterbiev got a majority decision. I am baffled and disgusted,